Hello. Happy Tuesday to all of you. Let's see what my card for the week is. Temperance. Reversed. Okay. Temperance reversed. Okay. So. All right. So here's what the book says about temperance reversed. Signifies severe imbalance, excess, and lack of long-term perspective. It indicates that an uncentered pendulum is causing chaos, impatience, and overindulgence. Whether in work, emotions, or habits, this card warns against reckless, all or nothing behavior and urges a return to moderation and self reflection. So, imbalance indicates an overindulgence in activities, substances such as food, drink, spending, work. Oh my God, that's so true. Impatience and recklessness suggest acting without thinking, poor timing, and trying to force outcomes rather than allowing them to flow. Hmm. Lack of long term view, prioritizing immediate gratification over future stability. Wow, that's so true. Internal conflict, a feeling of being uncentered, anxious, or dehydrated. Yeah, yeah, I'm totally unbalanced here. Career and work points to work burnout or failure to properly plan or align with colleagues, leading to a chaotic result. So yeah, that's pretty true about work. I'm burnt out and bored. I'm looking for something new, I think. So this is a call to identify where you are overdoing it and bring your energy back into alignment. It encourages taking a step back, pausing to reevaluate, and finding a middle path instead of operating in extremes. That's so true. Very, very true. Very good card for me this week. So this one was my card for the week. Temperance. And there's nobody here, so this is gonna be quick. This is gonna be quick. Guess I can give you a little spooky house update that I've been creating. See if I can pick her up without dropping her. Okay, so I made this. You guys see it? I made it. It's pretty cool looking. Like, look at all that detail. So much detail. Yeah. It's a little magic shop. Took me like 3 weeks to do. But yeah, we are 3 weeks away from Waverly Hills. So I hope you guys look forward to all that content that I'm gonna be filming there. Um, yeah. So, like I said last time I was here, at work, we lost a supervisor unexpectedly. And now everybody is thinking that the company is gonna sink ship. So a lot of people are finding new careers that have worked there for 20 years. So it's making me think, man, should I be looking into something else? So I've been looking into grief counseling. That's something I really want to look into and do. So there's that little update. I guess nobody wants a tarot reading today. That's fine. Uh, yeah, that's fine. Five minutes in, nobody's here. Okay, this is gonna be quick, simple, and easy. Hmm. Have the same card. Let's cut it and cut it. I wonder what that means. Oh, no. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Stagnation, stubbornness or monotony, lack of progress, bored, bore out from over routine, unmotivated, unproductive. Hmm. Feeling stuck in a rut, bored, or uninspired. I'm definitely very uninspired at work. Failing to follow through on promises, lacking diligence, or ignoring financial practical responsibilities. Being too rigid or resistant to change, making it impossible to move forward. Over focusing on insight in insignificant details while missing the big picture. Okay, so career and work. Lack of motivation to complete projects. So the advice is it's a time to break out of a monotonous routine and get moving. You may need to take a small risk, loosen up, or stop overanalyzing before acting. If you've been working too hard, this may indicate a need to rest, but it warns against letting that break become a permanent inactivity. That's interesting. So that was the Knight of Pentacles. If you're just joining us, please jump into the live chat if you want me to pull a card for you. So if you missed it, my cards are I am very bored at work. My factory job is boring. It really is. Oh, yeah. Who wants a tarot reading? Until somebody jumps in, I'm going to promote my content because this is my channel and I can do what I want. Podcast is scheduled for May 1st. I do believe that's a Friday. I do believe that's a Friday. Yeah, Friday, May 1st. We're doing the supernatural occurrences around Serpent Mound. Serpent Mound is a earthwork from the natives that were here before white men took over. And there's a lot of supernatural occurrences that surround Serpent Mound, such as the impact crater that it sits in that hit 20,000 years ago, maybe longer. They don't know exactly how old Serpent Mound is. So I'm talking about the hauntings. There's a couple of haunted locations around there, and the people are gone. So I guess they didn't want no tarot reading. If you want a tarot reading, you have to be subscribed to this channel and you have to jump into the live chat while live, which I'll be here for another few minutes if nobody else comes in. But yeah, Friday's podcast is all about supernatural Serpent Mound. So there's a really interesting listener submitted story about Serpent Mound at the end of the episode. And if you have your own spooky story that you want me to share with the world, you can email me at underthemoonparapod@gmail.com. I read every story that I get on my podcast. Um, so, since we're 10 minutes in and nobody's here, it's kind of like a hit or miss every other week. One week it's good with tarot readings, and the next week nobody comes in. It's fine. I'm used to it. I give myself good readings and I give other people good readings. So you guys are definitely missing out on a tarot card reading, and that's okay. Maybe you'll get with the program next time I'm live. And if you are subscribed and you're all like, I never know when you're going live, make sure you hit the notification bell and it'll let you know every time I go live. So, yeah. Let me know if you want a tarot reading. I'm only going to be here for a few more minutes. I got the cards ready. Ooh, yeah. I hope you guys have been enjoying the home investigation videos that I've been doing. Did you guys see that orbit right next to my arm? Hmm. It just went this side. It went right here. Anyway, um, I have one more of those videos to post, and then that series will be done. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to go back to that lady's house and reinvestigate because after reviewing all the evidence, I got my own theories of what's in her home. So I'm gonna go back and see if I can. Yeah, go ahead, ask a question, and I'll pull a card for you. But yeah, if you're a new subscriber, we do monthly Ohio Legend podcast and a spooky video every week. Okay. All right. Let's see what he needs from you. Two. Yeah, these are all future readings. You got the two stakes, which is the stakes are wands. This is a Buffy the Vampire Slayer deck. Two wands reversed. Okay. Okay. Um, so I'm gonna read you the general terms. You can interpret it to how you need to. So, this signifies a lack of planning, a fear of the unknown, and personal restlessness. It suggests having potential, you are feeling stuck, uninspired, or hesitant to step out of your comfort zone. It warns against overanalyzing the future and instead encourages focus on immediate practical actions. So there's a fear of change and there's a hesitation. You may be avoiding making a necessary decision or acting on a new opportunity, preferring the safety of the known, even if it's unsatisfying. So projects may feel a bit chaotic or stale due to lack of preparation or failing to consider potential obstacles. Your restlessness or your boredom, a feeling that your current life is dull and that you are missing out on something better. Yet you lack the initiative to change it, so you're a bit stuck. Overthinking, a tendency towards anxiety, obsession, or creating scenarios about a future that you cannot control. So, in the love context, there's certainty, there's hesitation, or a stagnant, stale relationship. You may be scared to take the next step or express your true desires. So, the advice is now is not the time to rush. Take a step back, pause, and reconsider your plans to ensure it's what you really want. You guess that's him not wanting to. I think it's both of you. That you both are not being straightforward with what you want. Um, you're hesitant. You're stuck in this ship and you don't know exactly how to express or communicate. So my advice for you is to be open, be honest, and communicate. So that's my advice to you. And thank you for being here. So if you're a new subscriber, a lot of people just come for the readings and then they unsubscribe. That's fine. But if you want to keep coming back every week, please hit the bell notification. I am here every Tuesday live for readings. So yeah, thank you. So we got about five more minutes. If anybody wants me to pull a card for them, let me know. Oh, please don't redact messages either, because that just shows that you're unsure. Just like your card says, you're a bit fear of the unknown is like the major of the Two of Wands. Huh. So, I have an estranged uncle that we don't talk about. Like, he's so estranged that my son, who is going to be 17 in a week, didn't even know my dad had a brother. This man committed homicide over the weekend. He sure did. He had a girlfriend for about 40 years. He shot that poor woman. Good Lord. Yeah, just if you're a new subscriber, hello. We do this every Tuesday. If you want me to pull a card for you, I'll pull a card for you. But yeah, wow, like my brother needs to quit messaging me and giving me shocking news. That's like the second shocking news he's given me within a. And yeah, my uncle mugshot, he looking like Charlie Manson. I hope they put that man away for life. I really do. Okay. Shuffling the cards for you. Maybe I should do a true crime episode on my estranged uncle. He's going to be in the ways of Mr. Ballin one day. Okay. Stakes or wands? Let me see here. I think that's a 5. I'm not very good at Roman numerals in my little book here. Wands. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. It was a 10. I was totally off. Okay, so 10 of wands, not reversed. Okay, so here's your cover art here. Okay, so you have a heavy burden and an intense responsibility that's causing you stress, often indicating that you are taking on too much alone, symbolizing the final exhausting push before achieving a goal. It signifies being overwhelmed by obligations, while it suggests success is near. It highlights the current over workload is unsustainable. Okay. So the general context is you're struggling a bit and you're carrying too much all at once. You're doing it all on your own. I hope that resonates. So, if this is a love reading, you're feeling weighed down by a relationship and its demands, or carrying the emotional labor for both people. So, like a one-sided relationship. In career and finances, you're burnout, overworking, excessive task, and feeling forced to handle everything by yourself. Um, so this card shows the figure is hunched between 10 wands, representing obligations, marching toward a distant goal. Um, the burden is self chosen or over time, and the focus is on endurance to finish. So, let me see. Let me get a little bit more in depth because it signifies problems for sure. Um, yeah, you got weight on your shoulders, stress, problems, burnout, uphill struggle, taken for granted. It seems like people are kind of constantly using you to get things done, and you're getting burnout from it. Um, so it represents a situation that started off as a good idea, but now has become a burden. It signifies problems, responsibilities, being overburdened, overloaded, and stressed. It indicates that you have a huge weight on your shoulders and you're feeling obligated, saddled, and restricted. So it suggests that you have taken on too much and may be heading for a burnout. This card does, however, also indicate that the end is in sight. If you keep going, you will be successful. It can also signify delays, losing your way, losing your focus. And yeah, it's pretty much you have an end in sight to a goal and you feel like you're never going to reach it. This card is telling you patience is a virtue and that it may take time and you may feel like giving up multiple times in multiple ways, but you can't give up. Like, that's what it's saying. You cannot give up. The end, the goal is right there. So, whatever you're going through right now, remember it's only temporary and it will be okay in the end. So if you're feeling overburdened, overwhelmed, I always tell people go touch some grass, or if you work in like a place that has like a walk-in cooler or a walk-in freezer, go in there and scream your head off. It'll make you feel a little bit better to get through your shift. But yeah, thanks for being here, and make sure you come back any Tuesday. I'm here. Come back and see if things change in your reading, or if it gets better, or if it has like some advice for you if things are going to get worse. Because these cards are, just an insight to what's happening in your future. They can always change. All right. That is Tarot Tuesday. We made it 20 minutes. All right. Cool. All right. Well, thank you for the two people that showed up this week for Tarot Tuesday. Make sure you tell your friends because I'm here every Tuesday and I give out amazing readings. And once a month, we have an Ohio Legend podcast. This month is about Serpent Mound, and every week we have a paranormal spooky video because I like to ghost hunt. And make sure you look out for those Waverly Hill videos that'll be coming out in June. All right. Thank you, everybody, and stay spooky.